Stradler, where are you? Get back in your cubicle. I'm not paying you to uncubicle yourself.
Hello friends. So here I am. It's 9 o'clock on April 23rd. It's a Saturday, and that puts us officially at 1 week on the road. It's been a learning week for sure. Lots of little things to learn about the trailer. Lots of little things still to learn about the trailer. There's the laundry list of stuff that still needs to be done. Some stuff I have done. Some stuff I've kind of done for the first time and I'm happy with. Let me just kind of go through. All the appliances working well as expected. The furnace, I was having issues the first time trying to light it because I hadn't done it before. The guy at the RV shop showed me how, kind of walked me through it, turned the knob this, blah blah blah. But when I went to do it myself, it just didn't seem like the same steps were making things work. That said, one of the shittier things that happened this week, and it actually isn't that bad. It was Monday night, I believe. I was trying to light the furnace down pretty much on my belly, to see inside the pilot thing, etc., etc. Crouched down anyways. And, the pilot thing gave a pop and a little flame shot out. Not a big deal normally, but your natural human instinct is to jump out of the way, and because it's so tight in here, I literally slammed my elbow into this divider trying to jump back. Well, that's all fine and dandy, except it's the same elbow that I've got a small bump on, which has technically been diagnosed as a benign tumor around like a ligament or a nerve there that was damaged in fall. So what does Wayne do? He slams his elbow against the divider. Well, I haven't felt pain like that since getting or needing an emergency root canal. Different kind of pain, but it was pretty intense just the same. The funny thing is it went away the next day. Seemed back to normal. I'm like, okay, well, this is okay. I can deal with this. It hurt pretty bad for a couple hours, and then I went to bed and, whatever. But the next day it was fine. And then the day after that, it swelled up and basically hurts pretty good. It's slowly going away. I take a couple of Advil, some ibuprofen basically at night, just to help it, the inflammation or whatever, if there is any, and it's been going away. So that was kind of my, segue into, the appliance thing. It's not a big deal now. Lighting, it's easy. I figured it out. Again, learning. So, fridge works well. I shot a little video of taking it all apart, cleaning it up before I got it working. So little chores like that were done this week. There's still some to do. I spent a few hours trying to figure out why I have lights in the back of the trailer. 1, 2, 3 all work, but these 1, 2, 3 up front don't work. And the outside one works. This light here is just a hanging one with a battery in it. Like it's a, little battery, dollar store battery light. For now. It's not like I'm in the dark, but it's just like trying to figure out why these little lights aren't working. I just checked the bulbs. I even got like a little, circuit tester thing, and it doesn't seem to even want to react to half of the stuff. So I don't know yet. And an electrician, I am not. I am a complete tool when it comes to this stuff. So again, slowly learning. I might have to take it in somewhere to get a guy to pay a guy half an hour to look at it, because it was probably one of those things. The thing is, there's a converter, and then there's a switch from battery to AC. that doesn't even seem to do anything. Little things like that. On the upside, solar panels kicking ass. I'll sit here and edit at night, edit video, draw them down, not too far, but by like on a sunny day by 9 a.m. they're back to 100%. So I'm pretty much self-sufficient as far as energy goes. And that system, the whole solar, like the panels into the controller, into the batteries, into the inverter, is essentially its own system. So, you know, it's ship shape as far as I know. And on to the next thing. Now, the solar panel install went well. It's holding up. Nothing's flown off the roof or anything. That said, last night was our first rain test. Didn't fail miserably, but we failed. Somewhere up there's a leaky screw or a leaky hole or something that isn't quite sealed enough. It rained from about 11:45 to about 6 a.m. Pretty heavy most of the time. I did not sleep very well because I kept hearing weird drips and weird water sounds and stuff, and I was freaking out. So, you know, there was quite a few times where I got up and just like literally checked every corner and crevice and whatever, and there was nothing leaking. I couldn't find any water coming in anywhere. So I finally fell asleep. About 7:13 this morning, I awoke to the distinct sound of water hitting the floor. So I jumped up because I do have my iMac here, and you know, like there's the electronics for the solar and stuff like that. So, you know, I jumped out of bed like a shot and noticed that the water was dripping along a seam, the seam that joins two of these wood ceiling panels, and it was basically dripping quite aggressively at first to just in front of the fridge, lying on the floor. That's the downside. The upside is it's not the front where the electronics are. It's not around the solar electronics. It's not over my bed. It's, you know, I got my books in the back thing. That's dry. Everything else is dry. It's just this one spot. So I have some troubleshooting and some work to do as soon as I can get a nice dry day to get up there and do some more sealing. That said, I stopped at a hardware store in Blairmore that had everything in there. I couldn't believe the selection. Like, what did he say? 25,000 square feet or something of, yeah, like I have, you know, 2 levels of, yeah, it was huge. Anyways, so I got another thing of Dicor lap sealant, and this time to get underneath the brackets or underneath the panels where the brackets are, like on the inside, because it's hard to do with the tube and the caulking gun because it's just too big and it doesn't fit between. So I got a foot-long piece of rubber hose and a hose clamp. You know, snip the thing on the sealant tube, clamp that on, crank it through the hose, and then that way I can direct the hose in and get it underneath. Should be the solution to my problem, because I know there's a few spots where I just couldn't get the that much sealant in to really kind of close it up like Fort Knox. So that was the rain test. Now, fuel mileage, definitely taking a hit when I'm towing the trailer, but the upside is when I find a place like this, which is free public camping. Yes, I'm up in the mountains a little bit, but technically I did a loop from here to Blairmore today, and it was only 50 miles. My truck is in miles, so I tend to say miles a lot. But it was only 50 miles round trip. And I went like up through the mountains and down, and then took the highway back around. I did another loop to the head smashed in Buffalo Jump, rural township roads, range roads, etc. And then back into Pitcher Creek, made a stop for some groceries, and then back here. Last night I went kind of more south, went around and then came back up through Pinch Creek, grabbed a shower. $2 showers at the Pinch Creek Community Center. Bonus. Had 2 of those so far. It's all good. Yeah. So I've just been doing these little loops kind of around, and coming back to the trailer. I didn't do that as much the first couple of days because during the day I was doing a lot of the tinkering around in here, cleaning the fridge, etc., etc. So I've been slowly kind of getting things organized, slowly getting my routine down, what I do when I bring my camera back in and, get stuff loading into Lightroom. The hard drives are working. Like I said, all the appliances work. The truck's running well. And I'm camped out here for free. So this will be night 3. As for the future, as for next week, I think I'm going to get on the road probably Monday morning, maybe tomorrow evening, but most likely Monday morning. I want to get this video and probably one other one uploaded, either before or after. I'm not sure where I'm placing this update. This might be the end of the second one, so there'll be a video before this and then this one. Anyway, and I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. It's been a chill week, for the most part. I did find some cool stuff to take photos. The moose we saw at the Chain Links campground on Monday or Tuesday night, that was awesome. I think that was the highlight. Seeing that big lumbering beast go past my, literally I filmed it going past my trailer and truck. That was pretty cool. I've seen hundreds of deer all over the place. Even today there was some. I think that's probably going to be inputted somewhere where they're just walking along the road, kind of like, oh, you want us to move? Well, we were here first, type of deal. So it was fun. No bears yet, although apparently it's quite rampantly bear season. So I'm on the alert for bears, and I take my bear bell with me, and I do have an old can. I should probably get a new can, but I do have an old can of bear spray in the truck. Camera's good. GoPro's been fun. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. I still need to find an adapter so I can use a proper lapel mic and maybe cut down on wind noise. So I apologize for that. I think that's about it. So I'm going to say goodnight, and we'll see you from the road next week. And if you can, do the subscribe thing, click a like or a dislike. Hopefully not too many dislikes, but you know what I mean. It helps get the channel noticed more. And to be honest, if I can get a few followers on this thing and it brings me a few bucks, that just means that I can keep going even longer than I have a current budget for, which is still on track. All right, so I think it's time to start the heater because it is a little chilly. And yeah. Good night from the road, friends. See you later. It's a high traffic area. I wasn't getting too worried. Watch out. See you guys later.
It's like working with a monkey.